Good morning, good afternoon, brother. I trust you are having a great day. Today, I want to talk about the home. The home is a place, great object lesson of expansion and deliverance, is a place where your strongholds are measured and is a place where your strongholds can be conquered. Each and every member of the home has the responsibility of putting the home in order. One of the greatest times I had growing up is when I had my own place. Is in my home, I had an apartment 4 or 5 blocks from my job. I had an opportunity of learning to cook, had a schedule of cleaning. I realized the importance of having an organized home, a refreshing home. And I always felt good when I went home in my apartment. It was a large studio apartment in a building, a co-op building with a doorman. And I was only paying $650 a month, right? Love that apartment. My carry on as married person, as a Christian, understanding holistic health in all areas of your life is the importance of having an organized home, right? In the Bible, Adam was called to keep the home in order, right? God took Adam before Eden and he showed Adam Eden and he told him his job is to keep it and maintain it. Keep it and maintain it. And the word maintain is another word for cultivate, right? And his job was to keep the home. And this is what the man's responsibility is to keep the home, inside home, the outside home. God does not expect men to be mama boys, to dependent on our wives or the woman to do the things that we need, right? I can remember years ago sitting at my desk, looking at houses in the area where I live right now, right? And considering purchasing a house. I was the last one that left my parents' home. Did not have to pay any rent. But I kept the home in order and I did all the shopping, the food shopping for my parents. I have an older brother and a younger sister. They left the home. I left the home when I was 26, 27 years of age. If I had an opportunity of going back in time, I would, instead of partying and hanging out and clubbing, I would have saved my money, purchased a house, and have at least $50,000 to $100,000 saved up. Meanwhile, I have my house already saved up for marriage, right? And really taking a conscientious effort with budgeting and put it into practice what I have learned today. And this is the message that I teach my son and my daughter, right? Save, 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 save. Do not depend on others what you need to do for yourself. Now, the importance of home is really, really emphasized with the idea of the challenges you face, navigating to your jobs, navigating to school. And when you come back, you think about coming home, your mind should at ease, at should automatically feel at ease because your home is a place of order, a place of discipline, is a place that everything is in place. Everyone knows their role. And it's the husband's job to create the atmosphere inside his home. You know, before we are married, we really have to have that upper room experience where you examine your family of origin experiences, your past relational experiences, but from the time you get married, you live in the here and now, right? And it's so important to ensure that you are yoking with someone who is of equal mind, someone who's able to acquiesce to what you're doing. A woman who have no baggage from the past is going to understand what you're doing and say to yourself, honey, I cannot expect you to do pay all the bills and take care of home. This is what I am good at. I fully accept my role as your helpmeet, and I will take care of these things to supplement what you're doing. My role as a helpmeet. I see that you like an organized home. I will keep an organized home. I see you like the kitchen clean. I will do my part with keeping the kitchen clean. It's a partnership, right? It's a partnership with keeping the home in order, especially for our children. The roles that husband and wife do in a home, it creates a positive dynamic for our young people. Because nowadays, our young people are not interested in marriage. They would rather leave their parents' home and go renting. Nowadays, rent 1,200, 1,400, 1,500, wasted money, right? And young people would rather shack up as opposed to getting married, having financial security. Wealth is easy to gain wealth when you have a partner, an invested partner, not only for the present, but for the future. And that's what's missing in the world today. Marriage has lost its value. It's one of three institutions that is constantly under attack by the enemy. It's marriage, it's the Sabbath, and it's the diet. If we are not acquiescing to having a healthy diet, gradually moving away from fast food and eating more fruits and vegetables. In the Bible, fruits is known as meat. Fruits, nuts, and grains was the original diet for humanity. Animals was eating vegetables. But after the flood, God told um, Noah and his family, he introduced the flesh diet, but he also told them, and this is in Genesis, the earlier chapters. I can't think of the chapter right now that's in, but you can look at the dynamics of God's interaction with Noah and his family when they left the ark. He told them about the original, he told them about the flesh diet, but he also told them, don't forget the original diet I gave you. So life is about choices. And as I getting older, I realized the importance of needing to really make a conscientious effort to change my diet, right? I am blessed to know that I don't have any of the five major diseases, right? And I truly believe by obedience is the highest form of praise. The more we are obedient to the Lord, and this is taken from the disobedience chapter, which is Deuteronomy chapter 28. Review it. If you're obedient to the law of God concerning the diet, the five major diseases will not be found in us: cancer, hypertension, heart disease, stroke, and high blood pressure, right? If we are able to obey, and it's not easy to obey because we want to do things our own way, then we would not have these five diseases, which primarily come to us from our lifestyle, our diet, fast food, soul food, cooking with oil and so forth, and really making a conscientious effort of changing our diet. Now, our homes is a place where we can have these live discussions with our family members. There comes a time where we have to stop procrastinating. We have to stop making excuses for the task that it was designed for us to do. And I find that too many of individuals, of couples, of families are just stuck in their ways. You know, we're not doing the task that we need to do, but we want the Lord's blessing. It doesn't work that way. In order for us to get the Lord's blessing, we must be doing the task that we need to do for ourselves and for others. One of my favorite texts is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 25. The liberal soul shall be made fat, and he that waters shall be watered themselves. So should be no conditions with what we need to do for ourselves and what we need to do for our family members. Now, here's the challenge. You may have a spouse who have limits in what he or she needs to do. That should not stop you from doing what you need to do. And this is the challenge I see that's happening in the family. I am a therapist that really believes with loving without limits. No matter what your spouse is not doing, that should not stop you from doing what you need to do. And the greatest task that God has told husbands to do, you must love your wives as Jesus loves the church, right? No matter what, love your wives as Jesus loves the church. Why is this so difficult to do? Because a lot of couples are unequally yoked. Now, you could be of the same faith, but be unequally yoked. You know why? Because not everyone's following Jesus intimately. Many people are following Jesus from a distance. If you're following Jesus from a distance, it basically means you have not accepted him as Lord over your entire life. And this is one of the reasons why couples are breaking up in the Adventist church. I'm a proud Seventh-day Adventist church. I keep the Sabbath. Many couples are breaking apart because they are not on the same page as worshiping the Lord in the spirit of commitment. I like to say the 5 C's. Not worship the Lord with improved communication, improved compromise, improve conversion, improve commitment, and improve relational functioning. 5 C's: commitment, compromise, compassion, communication, and conversion. These 5 C's must be present in healthy communication and healthy relationships. Storms are going to occur in relationships. Some is our own bringing. In relationship, we do bring conflicts in relationship. Other times it can be external issues, but we need to have the fortitude to be able to resolve conflicts in the here and now. So couples are not worshiping Jesus in truth and in spirit on the Sabbath. Many couples are doing their own thing. Many couples do not have a healthy diet. If we are drinking too much caffeine, too much soda, too much soft drinks, too much sugar, is going to impact our decision making activities. And one aspect of decision making activities we must conquer is the ability to allow your thoughts to override your emotions. And lastly, the state of marriage. Men are to love their wives as Jesus loves the church. Wives are to submit to your own husband, right? Wives are not appreciating or accepting their husbands as priests of the home. Maybe it's due to the feminist movement. Maybe it's due to women's lib. Maybe it's due to women having pursuing their educations at a greater need than men are doing. A lot of women are entering or already in the job force, and they are having or they have prestigious positions where they rule over men. Great. We are glad. I am glad that you are, as a woman, that you have multiple degrees and you have a prestigious job and an excellent salary. Yet that should not confuse your role of accepting your husband as priest of the home, right? I really do have some issues with women becoming aggressive, and this is what is the is the issue that happens when you are in prominent positions. You may take the role of a man, which can cause issues with your well-being as woman. You can lose your femininity by becoming more masculine, and that will cause confusion in your relationship with your spouse or your significant other. Men are not called to be submissive. Men are called to lead by example. We are leaders, born to be leaders. We do acquiesce to our spouses in a way of um, of keeping the vision you have for the family. We are not to abuse or neglect our women. Their voice is equally as important as our voices as men. Yet, when we speaking for the welfare of the entire family. The family's under attack. The family's under attack. And the reason why the family's under attack is that there is no health, or wealth seen in the home. When a person is disorganized, it's because there's some unresolved family of origin experiences or past relational experiences the person is not dealing with. Is that what you see in disorganization is representative of what the person is on the inside. God did not call us to be living in a state of disarray. He's calling us to declutter from any issue that's being a stronghold in our life, so we can take a stronger hold of Jesus and clutter with Jesus. We are to declutter from worldliness so we can clutter with Jesus. I hope this video inspires you to turn your house into a home. One of my favorite songs by Luther Vandross is Your House a Home. And also the Force MD. Force MD, love is a house. So have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and remember to strive for perfection while you're selling for excellence. Have a great day.